Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune INNATE, and thank you for being here in my new little space with me. I'm very honored to be creating a Reiki ASMR, or distance remote energy work session for you today. And I just want to let you know that, of course, you can participate in this as much as you like. As in, this is not a pushy kind of situation at all. You can tune into these videos just if you enjoy them, and that can be that simple. But also, if you'd like, you can use this as a method to communicate to your subconscious mind, to send in some what I would consider to be supportive messages or concepts, or a little bit of like brain candy on how we can look at things, of course through the lens of empowerment. That's always my intention. And if you're open to the concept of energy work by proxy, I am a Reiki master teacher. I literally teach classes. I'm not going to be so much in November because of the holidays and stuff, but I'm going to be, back up. I teach classes almost every Saturday, it feels like. So I really am practicing as much as I am holding space for us here today. What I'm trying to spit out is, this is really what I'm about. I really believe in this. I've seen tremendous influence in my life from working in fields of empowerment and in these subtle realms, and of course in practical, tangible realms as well. We do need to make care for the tangible reality, of course, no doubt. But if you're open to this concept of energy work by proxy, I hope that, if it resonates with you, you will allow yourself to receive on behalf of your highest and greatest good. All right, so our theme today, and let me just acknowledge the room. There are some practitioners behind this wall, and they're leaving soon. So this is the last appointment of the day, but I have to work. So as you can see, perhaps if you've been following me on this journey, I have got some more lights, and I'm getting some more as well. The new space really does swallow the light in a way that I've never really had to work with before. So I've invested in a lot of new equipment for the sound, for the lighting, and things like that. So next step is a camera, but that is the priciest of all the things. So I need to chill a little and work with what I have for now, but I would love to get something. Anyway, forgive me, I'm not trying to ramble too much. Our theme today is to be the watcher, to take a position, just like in a meditation perhaps, as we carve time out for ourselves, to be the watcher, to be a witness, to allow people to show us who they are. Sometimes we have projections, sometimes we see what we want to see, and sometimes we respond so quickly that we're not really giving people the opportunity to really show their hand a little bit. And I don't mean this in a manipulative way. I mean this in a way that we can make the best decisions for ourselves and see, what comes up, and move from there, instead of jumping to conclusions, and instead of having perhaps a expectation that was not what was clarified, right? Things like that. So I hope that you will enjoy this and allow yourself to kind of tune in whatever way is most comfortable for you. As with all of my videos, we're going to start, or all of my sessions, we're going to start with lighting a candle and dedicating our work today. Some incense matches here. These are jasmine that we're going to be working through. And I often get asked where I purchase these. I usually just purchase them on Etsy, not from a specific shop. Alright, so, excuse me, on behalf of the highest and greatest good and in perfect comfort, perfect alignment, let me be very safe. Let me start over. Focus again. On behalf of the highest and greatest good and in perfect comfort and perfect alignment, our intention today is to channel the energy of the universe through our will, through our focus, through our words, through our intentions, tuning into this unlimited field, of source energy, of love, of electromagnetism, of chi, of prana, of God force, right? Of quantum field energy. However you connect with God, of math, for that matter, of creativity, of, I think I said love, but I don't think we can have too much, so, of love, of miracles, of hope, of divine energy, divine essence, tuning into this unlimited field and directing on behalf of all of us here today for our empowerment, for our wellness, for our peace, for our health, all of the good stuff. And to be a little more specific, to add a more specific intention. I'm so sorry, I want to focus this for you, but it's just being a little challenging. I'll just bring it back here. Actually, I have to bring it like this. I'm so sorry. It's challenging to film in the dark. But set an intention here to take the position, even for a moment, even for the length of this video here, this session, of the watcher, of the still one, of the observer, of the collector of information, of patience, of non-reaction, not quick reaction anyway, of course, and observe, what is happening in our love life, in our relationship lives, in our career paths. What are people telling us that we are not listening to? What is the world showing us in different areas of our lives, of course, and I know we're all quite unique, but what is being revealed that we are not yet fully grasping? Let us observe and let us take in this information so we can use it to our benefit, use it as a lesson, use it to alchemize our experience and move in a more empowered sense, I guess we can say. All right. And if you have your own intention that you would like to set, please send it in. Please let me collect it and send it in. Hold it in your mind. This is a little esoteric, perhaps, this theme. But for those of you that this resonates with, or perhaps you're, I'll try, you might see in the days that follow, particularly the next 3 days or the next 21 days, this observer sort of quality in you. You might be like, wow, I'm really seeing more than I was before. I'm really understanding. Wow, the signs were there all along. I just didn't witness them before. All right, so this is helpful for making decisions. This is helpful in all areas, truly. It's a kind of mature energy, if you will, like a patient, wise, wisdom sort of energy. Right, so just have a little look at this candle and send in your own intention if it resonates with you. Okay. And I'm just going to set this down. Let me just get a little closer. I'm going to be using this incense. It's a rope incense as a way to first energize you, not in a buzzy way, but to empower you, just like lighting a candle for you. I'm a little stuck here. Boop. Okay. There there's so much going on in the atmosphere, so much, whether it's cosmic or just personal, however you want to look at it. And I think that a little patience and a little stillness and an opportunity to find the silver lining, to extract the gold from the situation, is going to be very helpful for all of us. So that's where this inspiration came from. And we're just gonna fan the intention to reach you beyond time and space, if you accept, of course, this energy boost, this prayer, this love, this clearing, this empowerment, this open intention just supports moving around the body, focusing, of course, on the etheric body, the astral body, the dream body. I'm just going to walk around you to your back, around your head, the sides of your face, on your shoulders, back, all the way to the floor. Sweep through. Just swirling, stirring, moving this throat to empower and reach every little nook, every facet. And use this white feather to access more deeply into the observatory of your space. Now, this is in the throat area for me, as well as the third eye area, the higher mind, the lower mind, the conscious waking mind, and the intuitive mind, the creative mind. And I just want to clear any I don't want to say attachment, what's the word I'm looking for? But just clear this observatory space so we're able to take this assignment or invitation from a fresh perspective. No set pattern. No tether to expectation or reaction. Just witnessing, just observing. This is a gorgeous piece of labradorite that my friend Crystalline Autumn gave me for my birthday. And it's really cool because it's quite thin, and you can see how transparent these are. Or excuse me, translucent. I do always mix those up. And labradorite is so cool. It has these flashes, right? These flashes of minerals below the surface. And that's what we're here to do. We want to give an opportunity to read between the lines, to let the information that we are constantly picking up, constantly being inundated with, settle a little bit so we can really sift through and discern. So gorgeous. For ourselves, be educated. Right, so just setting an intention to empower this beautiful feldspar. And we're going to go over the eyes and around the throat. It's very soft and smooth, like a pocket stone, so I hope that this isn't a uncomfortable sort of image for you at all. We're just going to go over the eyes. Over the third eye. We're so quick to fill in the gaps, it's this amazing thing that our human mind does. I think there's those studies or kind of games that you might have seen where, it'll just be a word, but a lot of letters will be missing, or it'll be a sentence that's written all out of order, and it's easy for us to process it because we just know we automatically fill in the gaps. But let's take a break from that when it comes to behavior or signs or information, so we can truly see and make sure that the authenticity of what we're perceiving is as accurate as can be for ourselves, so we can make the most educated decisions. And look at it like a game. Sometimes, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound manipulative, but sometimes you don't want to show your cards. Sometimes it's like, okay, you're gonna go do that right away. Oh, I don't want that. Let me see what happens, instead of the automatic reaction and then maybe picking a fight or dragging your feet or stomping your feet. Don't show your hand. Down by the throat. I'm going to actually side this. Just clearing, expanding, going deeper, chilling out. Using the power of your logic and your analytic for another purpose. To observe versus complete, the sentence. Or, fill in the blank. I think I've said this before, but one of my old bosses taught me to say, what do you mean by that? And these kind of expressions are so helpful. Before we jump to conclusions, let's give people a chance as well to explain, to realize, to catch themselves, and then go from there. Right, I'm going to focus in your palms now, just rubbing this labradorite in the receptive palm, focusing on just clearing the channels of your receptivity to support a little bit more chillness, right? Not reactive, observing. And the other, the dominant, again, sporting a little chillness, to use your thoughts, to use your focus in ways that is supportive. I have this lovely Mayan copal, oil from Deshamsia. Just focus. We're going to anoint these spaces. Before we start channeling. This whole session is channeling. Reiki isn't just about this, okay? It's not. It's in the voice, it's in the intention, it's in the aura, it's in so much more. By the ears. I'm just gonna, excuse me, roll my palm a little. And bring you back. I'm just going to channel through these intentions to support your patience, your wisdom, your coolness, your calculatedness. Again, not to be manipulative, but to be not manipulated. To preserve your mental field, to preserve your energy. To understand the nuances of communication, of expectation, of reaction, and know that sometimes just witnessing is the most important thing, whether we're holding space for a friend or really taking things in to make the best decision for ourselves. This is supportive in our relationships, in so many areas. To harmonize the hemispheres of the mind, the intuitive and the directive. Right, we're going to move the energy all around you, going back over your head, down through your back, or over your back, like fog, like wind, like vapor, under your feet, up over the front of your body, over your face, back over your head and down your back, all the way down under your feet, up over your chest, over your face, top of your head, down and back, and just focus your energy. Focus this pattern, this channel, this rhythm all around you to pull back a little bit so you can see the full picture, so you can read between the lines, so you can read the fine print, so you can make the best decision and take the most appropriate and thought out action for yourself. Kind of fluff up your auric field here. Make it thick and fluffy, cozy, empowering your aura with this intention. So sorry, my new setup is a little more cumbersome. Benedict cumbersome. I hope you enjoyed your little session for today. I'm so very honored to support you, and I hope that you enjoyed. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I, and to this interesting connection that we share. Right? So much love to you, and